been the guy that many people in NA have been hyping on this team. I know Sonic's stolen his thunder as the highest rated player for the last few months, but for me, I think he just needs to be the guy earlier on in this game.
We are getting ready to go into game Wildcard versus FURIA. So much on the line for both of these teams. Harry and Hugo have got us covered.
Yeah, thank you very much. FURIA versus Wildcard, another match on Vertigo. And this is Wildcard continuing their run up against the America's top dogs. They already did it back in the RMR. They opened up the major run much the same, and now they have to best the likes of FURIA.
It's like we didn't believe our eyes. They couldn't do it twice. Well, let's see. A close game against Liquid yesterday, now looking to take down big bad Brazil, falling in middle, falls after one, and K-Serato and Skulls hold the line, so Wildcard will not be entering that B site for free. The bomb will, just with no carrier. Susp and Stanislaw in a 2v3, and K-Serato still has that info. They see him get in, they try to fight down this B player, and Susp is in a world of hurt. A 1v3 clutch with no bomb. FURIA play side by side.
So grouped on that, it's nice and safe for FURIA. So a hot start, K-Serato and Skulls opening up in good form. And a pistol round picked up for the FURIA squad, put them off to a good start here.
Really hard to know the FURIA we're going to get today, right? Because I would say personally yesterday was not impressive for me, right? A fall to GamerLegion on this very map, 13-8, and even Imperial, they barely beat them. That's the bottom Brazilian team at the major, and FURIA struggled. A slow close, just enough to get it over the line. Wildcard, a hungry roster. This year alone, Harry, of course, against NA opposition for the most part, 21-6 on Vertigo. A phenomenal track record. A go-to map, and they did it on Unknown yesterday against Fnatic.
You know, FURIA's troubles even started before the first day at the major, right? Even through the RMR, they had to scrape through, besting M80, and that's 7th place decider. And that was with Yuri and K-Serato having a phenomenal tournament.
Sure.
And so hoping to show a better face today. Oh, this FURIA squad.
Yeah, I don't want to make the one-to-one comparison because it's not quite apt, but I mean, in the RMR, they kind of were like the Spirit in a way, right? They lose to a big underdog. Much as Spirit did Passion UA, FURIA lost a legacy. It took them a BO3 against another top team from their region. Wait a second, this is getting weird. It feels like Wildcard have run over this one, but sorry, the point I'm making, like, FURIA, you can make the argument, yeah, they struggled in the RMR, but it was, again, just a BO1 that turned them topsy-turvy, and then they lost a BO3 to a favorite team in Liquid, the only other favorite team. The comparison being to Spirit is, yeah, they lost to Passion, then they lost to G2, who they'd never beaten. They barely made it, but they made it.
Yeah.
So you would hope FURIA to level up at the major.
I think it's a good comparison.
It's like you lose your opening BO1, you're already going to be in trouble. It's gonna give you a rough match down the line.
Yeah, especially when you're coming in as one of the top-ranked teams. But still, Wildcard on their force by an unorthodox force as well that they come through with in that round there.
Yes,
no bomb plant in the pistol, but they still put money in, and you can see why.
They've always got a plan, this team, right? Stan coming in on the mid flank, finding a double kill as well. I very much enjoy watching him on his recovery arc, especially when you look at like the old heads of NACS and some of the legends, you know, milling around. A lot of irrelevance, sadly, in the current day, but Stan has put together another young team and reached the major once again. First time since Stockholm. Sonic up Gap and Jaber, two explosive riflers on this Wildcard roster. Maui said he wants him to start strong. This will be the chance. He's getting run down, dinked, saved. Fallen still finds that kill. Fuzi pulls back, but then chasing him away, and he only finds damage on 2 players. Honestly, swinging, not a bad move here for Wildcard. Fallen gets a little bit antsy, goes a little bit too far, and they're paying the price right now. Sus with a double. And Wildcard, a 2v4, now even again.
What could have been a nice round for FURIA to put a bow on has become very complicated. They don't know where this round is ending up, so they've split the defense 1-1. And Skulls, trying to keep a watchful eye over middle, is only checking B on timings. And so this has left a gap for Stanislaw to walk right into. Plant found. Oh, Skulls flicking down. Bomb might get planted, but all the pressure falls to Susp.
Yeah, wait for your mate. Susp has a molly, but Skulls has a smoke. I feel like they still need the kill because of the lack of kit. How much time can Susp buy?
Smoke out. Ooh. Swinging in. They both hold on to ramp. They use that smoke to bait the peak. And so well handled from FURIA. That one certainly could have got out of hand, especially after they get kind of caught out in the open and pushing down at ramp to even level the playing field in that 4v2. But Skulls does a great job, keeps his wits about him, expects the creep up from Stanislaw.
Yeah, you wonder how far is too far. That's probably the answer. Could have just taken enough space to play a trade with your planter. It just goes a little bit further than necessary, and FURIA punish with a pistol force.
But, you know, I think one of the ways that you see Stan kind of likes to play is catching the reactions, knowing that if anyone's floating around, when they hear that plant, you're going to get some movement, you're going to get a chance. Like, if he found Skulls there, the round's over.
Oh, my. Oh, they do the staircase.
Yeah. Staircase boosts up for Wildcard. Cello actually walks right through this ramp smoke. This is ballsy.
He's just sitting and waiting inside on the right side.
Oh, they have no clue. Sonic is very suspicious about it. And Jaber is able to deal with Cello on the fade of that smoke.
Massive kill. Even if they go back to B, they have the option to reset. Jaber won't grab the gun. But they still have a lot of utility here to run a pop on this B-bomb site. Smoke actually, Wildcard will not be complaining. Oh, wallbang to the back of quad as well. Not an easy shot to get the visual on that, but Keserato's getting bird out. Talk about lack of visual, he's full blind. Susp with a second entry into this site. And Wildcard, that should be enough to force fall and save. Right now, FURIA playing too aggressive on ramp. It's being punished. Expecting maybe a brawlier game for Wildcard, but they're slow and steady on this T side. As we said, a wealth of experience on Vertigo. Don't need to brawl. And FURIA multiple times in this game walked down to the bottom of ramp. Very unorthodox, very easy to punish. Fallen's going to get away with this, it looks like. Oh no, I'm speaking too soon. Oh dear. The jump!
Oh,
he tried to jump up. He wasn't even close to it, Harry. Thank you for the orb. If he didn't jump, he probably nails it. Ooh. I love that staircase. We saw, was it Passion pull it out?
Yes.
At the RMR. Now I've seen it a couple times since. Oh, the shadow is egregious there. My God. Yeah, very nice idea to just have two players and one crouch, one not, and kind of walk over so you don't have to double jump. Catches that ramp aggression with ease.
Very back and forth start here, though, to this game. However, after getting out with the AWP, Getting out with an M4. Wildcard very much in the driver's seat here. It's one hero gun for FURIA. This M4 on Skulls. Thrown into the fight early. He's got Cello pushing in alongside him, and they will take away this control at the bottom of ramp. But you've seen a lot of bodies now over at this B site.
Oh dear.
Wildcard try to react.
Yeah, Sonic just getting out. Already some damage done, so these rounds can get a little bit weird, but Sonic has actually pulled a lot of players to this A site. There's a third dink coming in. We've got 3 low players and a flood in middle for FURIA. They chase down Stan. Wildcard just escaping, but that concedes a weapon to the FURIA roster. This round already looking a little bit precarious, balancing with less than a minute. Cello hiding quad. Fuzi trying to fake, but he's got the AWP right now. He can't really do much on a lurk. Only punish re-aggression, or he has to come back to B. Wildcard just trying to find a pick. FURIA are not giving it. Oh, this is looking like a FURIA round went out of nowhere, but that molly could make all the difference.
Oh, Skulls picked up straight away. Jaber on the opener. Cello close on the P250, tries to cause chaos. But it's Jaber to pick them all up. Keserato moving in. Is he actually going to attempt this? Walk in the smoke. Catches first one on an island. Keserato! Many players would have looked to save here, but Keserato is not like them. Fuzi has to swing out and save the day.
Quick repause for Fuzi there. He was back at stairs. He killed the flank of Fallen. Great read, and then he gets back behind double in time. Too quick for Keserato to consider. Beautiful push through the smoke and double up from Keserato, but it is not enough to win the eco for FURIA. How back and forth to begin this game, but finally Wildcard land 2 in a row. Knockout blow, FURIA on eco. Boosts on boosts. On boosts.
Oh, Cello. Oh, it's ugly. Certainly a chance is there to open up for FURIA.
Run it back. Oh, he saw him.
Oh, nades come in. And these players that have tried all the boosts have just gotten bullied to open up this round. The intrigue around it starts to disappear with the death of Cello. With Fallen and Yuri both tagged up.
Whoa.
No denying Keserato's looking good.
Yeah, he just dinked him as well. It's a good sign, or a prerequisite for FURIA to win this game against a very hungry Wildcard, but Sus puts him to bed. 2 on 5 here. FURIA clinging on, but it's meant to be for Wildcard as Sus farms them up. It's going to be a 4-2 lead with 5 alive. Money starts to get made for Wildcard. And a 4-buy here for FURIA. As important as they get in this early game.
Going to be keeping a close eye on Sonic and Jaber. 2 heavy hitters for Wildcard. Jaber had that insane recovery game yesterday. He was like 3-16 and then finishes the game topping the charts for his squad. Only died once after going on a string of multi-kill rounds.
It was like 16-1, was it? Or 15-1? After that
feels like
start.
He kind of, you know, had to wrestle with the demons of playing on the big stage and was able to overcome them.
Yeah.
I also think it's very interesting when you look at Sonic. Obviously, for the longest time, it felt like JT was going to be the guy to uplift South African Counter-Strike, be the one there at the forefront of it, where Complexity is staring down the barrel of Elimination 0-3. Meanwhile, it's Sonic, former teammate of JT, first on Bravado, most recently Extra Salt. He's the one still in the runnings.
And in great form as well. Second highest rated player in the last 3 months for this team. Oh, sorry, highest, even over Fuzi. It's been the go-to guy required in this round. 4v5, Sonic trying to fake out that A site right now. We've got the bomb in mid. Fallen still holding on. Sonic puts pressure, pushes Cello back, who's alone. He can't overcommit to this A site. If Fallen gets too curious, he can be punished as well, but they line up. Big shot for Fuzi. Bomb spotted, so we might have to see this reset. Fuzi goes all the way back.
Wildcard's most wanted had to curve the bullet around Stanislaw in mid. Look at this walk up from Sonic.
Oh, he surely won't
Calls
check
the bluff for Furia. Back turn though, and Cello catches him. Jaber in the meantime opens up the B play, but Fuzi won't have time to get that bomb planted. They run him down. Fuzi can't get out, can't stay alive.
Another sharp shot for K-Serato. He is hitting right now. Only 5-5, but I'm going to call it early. In for a 20-kill K-Serato game, it feels like.
Dude, and something that is good, at least from these early rounds. Furia is certainly playing with a lot of confidence, right? The whole way they've looked to open this game with the insane ramp pushes. K-Serato attempting that 1-on-3, getting it down to the 1v1. They're not coming into this fearful of Wildcard. We'll have to wait and see if that's a key to success or their undoing. Fuzi able to
He's in a box.
Get up through short on these smooth moves, but doesn't want to hang around there. Hops on out. Like you say, he was kind of put in a box by the mixture of Furia and Wildcard util. Good nades up the ramp. Cello wounded, but it's Fallen striking first, getting the better of Fuzi in that head-to-head.
Some fun head-to-head, because it's two AWPers that are very keen to play for opening kills. Fallen never going to bow down to a battle with the scopes. Got a B hit on our hands.
Skulls and K-Serato, the two that you're going to meet here. Skulls unknown about, hasn't played yet from behind the generator. Smoke down. He sits in it. The rest of Furia grouping here for the retake. They still have util on Fallen and Skulls. That's going to be worth its weight in gold as they try to come in.
Nice
smoke out, cuts off some of these sight lines, but it's Stanislaw on the board first. Susp up close, back turned on Skulls. They flushed out the two close players. With K-Serato and Skulls both falling, Furia can't attempt this anymore. And so they write it off. Wildcard play their hand up into that B site.
Yeah, would have loved a nade on that close smoke, right? I think Furia just get overwhelmed with the amount of util because it's an early pop. Can't have enough to keep throwing in re-smokes. The only way for Furia through that close CT util was to break it with their 1HE. It's used for the site. Wildcard able to hold the door. And 5 rounds on this T side, showing a nice depth already. That was after Fallen picks Fuzi on A. They just go back into a B hit. One flash was enough. And while Furia tried to play 5v4 retake, they cannot get through. Oh, Cello. Got 3 at bottom B, so they have to do something with it. Furia take full control of the B hallways. Wildcard will react by just putting 5 on the ramp.
Fallen's actually re-aggressing on the AWP, but Sonic has hit this golden timing. Here's the reload, plays right into the hands. Oh, turn around for Fallen. Keeps things even, keeps Furia in this, but awkward movement. And that seals his fate. Sad way for it to go. Crazy flick hit from Fallen, but just couldn't get into elevator in time. Cello, good for the first. K-Serato dons that AWP now. 2-on-2. Oh, Jaber, don't give this away. K-Serato holds this smoke. He is on the mark. But Jaber just dodges it, pushing into the elevator room. They fake the plant, they wait and see if they're given the reaction. Just looking away. K-Serato strikes. Fuzi, instant reply.
No
they're
way
not ready
he's
for
ready.
Skulls on
No
B.
way.
Knife pulled. Fuzi thinks he's making the smartest possible play, but he's playing right into the hands of Furia. He's suspicious, he's nervous. That crowd's getting loud with it, and Skulls comes swinging out to silence Fuzi.
Why is he there? Wait, Skulls doesn't even go for the AWP either. Did he shoot it off the map? Must have. But yeah, that's got to feel confusing for FUZI that Skulls is still anchoring B that late in the round. Sonic, beautiful move, because he gets Molly, he gets through with no tick. It would have been so easy to just play quick there. He holds on for about 2 seconds until Yuri trusts the Molotov. And as soon as Yuri turns around, that's when Sonic plays. All of this matters not. And yeah, that orb got shot off the map. Patient play for Skulls pays off. Triple boost for FURIA. Avoids that Molly entirely. It takes more resources, but it comes with the benefit of the element of surprise. It's not something Wildcard would be ready for, but they're not scaling ramp in this round. They're going for contact middle stand, trying to keep it fresh. A new look to near every round on this T side. Feels unpredictable. Explosive mid. Smoke comes down. FURIA have pushed through this in the past. They'll do it again. Punishment from many. Fallen finds a double. Keserato at the back of B has the bomb.
Yeah, bomb down right in front of him. Keserato, his second attempt at a 1v3. And once again, it's FUZI who he has to beat.
Oh!
Gets a bearing on him. Spots FUZI on the jiggle. 4 shots left in the M4. Keserato's got to be flawless with these remaining few bullets. Couldn't beat FUZI last time. Will this be the one? He's still trying to fight. Keserato fearless, down to 2 bullets. Finally the reload comes in. FUZI's trying to be cute with this. 1 bullet on a Keserato would do it. 1 shot is all you need to have bested this guy twice over in clutches. On your way to the lead for Wildcard.
Shadow!
The Shadow spotted! FUZI turns on a dime, and Keserato, 4 health is the difference. FUZI 2-0 in clutches over Keserato to keep the lead for Wildcard.
How the hell does he win it? Not only does the Shadow give Keserato advantage, FUZI's looking the wrong way. He's staring at the smoke. Man, I'm loving the calling out of Stan. What a pop in middle after doing so many sight hits. They just run out mid. Bro, Stan swings mid with a smoke out, just throwing it in elevator. Talk about not giving away the trick to FURIA, catching them completely by surprise. It takes Fallen getting a double kill through the smoke with an MP9 to even make that round interesting. And Wildcard win it out again. Looking for another strong T side from this Wildcard roster. And they go contact again, up ramp. Sonic checking the boosts. Smoke in the way.
Landed a dink up to FUZI through the smoke, did Yuri. So he's now wounded.
Okay.
Wild opening there. Jaber jumping. Gives a freebie to Cello. None of these rounds have ever felt comfortable, even when FURIA don't come into it with much. They've always been costly.
Yeah.
Cello, more aggression.
How does he leave? I can't believe they don't spam him.
Twice over now, he's been able to swing out into ramp.
Oh, they're boosting.
Mid-round
FUZI's
boost. Yuri throwing up there. Catches another in at the ramp. Up close. FUZI chance at the double, but it's denied. And so it's only Stanislaw left standing.
Crumble.
They were up against pistols here, but the FURIA ranks have swarmed over the ramp. And one by one just picked players out of the round. Wildcard. They watch on as their captain tries to clutch up, but the odds very much stacked against him here. FURIA start to charge him down. They've swarmed on short. They're aggroing in at the top of ramp. And so FURIA just swooping in, picking the bones of Wildcard dry as they try to come up ramp.
That's a sick round for FURIA. I don't know how it looks so easy. Boost kill, push through the smoke, even running away for Cello, unpunished. Wildcard let FURIA get away with absolute robbery. And look at what it cost them, everything. Pistols in the last round of the half. Wildcard, got to play loose now. FURIA, it's been such an aggressive CT side. Again, drop down B with no Molotov. Skulls just pushes. Oh, he almost pays the price, but almost won't cut it. Double kill off the AK. Again through the smoke on gap. Yuri won't fall for it again. 2 on 4 now. An AK boost feels like the best option here. A very even game. A very explosive game, more so from FURIA.
Yeah, I think the thing that's going to hurt here for Wildcard, even though they've done well on this T side, is how much sweeter it could have been, right? Up against a lot of these forces, they would fall down. You could have had a runaway T side instead, you know, shooting for a 7th here, but it feels very unlikely. Sonic and Stan have got to do something remarkable.
They heard that.
So now FURIA, their attention homes in on middle. Cello, the guy to get past, spots both players up in the window, and now they go into this horrible crossfire, this triangle of death. Whoa. Sonic is clean with it, but Serato, as that third man that went unspotted, is there to put a leash back on Sonic, and brings home the even half for FURIA, 6-all. And this has been a competitive game from start to finish right now.
Yeah, those early trades of forced by rounds for 4 rounds in a row before Wildcard actually won out after FURIA's pistol win. I would say pistol's important, but I don't think it will guarantee anything at this point. I'm expecting forced buys from whoever loses. That was Wildcard forcing with no plan after pistol. They came in with a game plan. Two clutches for Fuzi, 1 for Skulls. And FURIA favored in the 5v4s, but this game sits even at the half.
Let's see if this second half starts off as turbulent as the first did. FURIA take a page out of the Stanislaw Stratbook here. Try to stake their claim to the mid control. Smoke going to cut off these angles from Elevator and CT, leaving you just have to worrying about the window. Cello straight in, but back turn. Flashes are good. Whoa. Sonic gets punished. Suspop close, can't hold on. They traded even, and Fuzi knocks out Fallen in the meantime. It's Yuri and Serato. 2 heavy hitters for FURIA. But now it's just Yuri. Serato cut down. It's all about Jaber.
Yeah, started far stronger at the beginning of this game, not making a recovery arc in the second half. Keeps it going, 10-8. And a pistol round for Wildcard with a nice crossfire on that B-bomb site. Susper's also put up some great games. He was the hard carry against Liquid in the match they lost on Inferno yesterday. FURIA go for the full eco. Fallen with a nade, probably up gap. And they just send it behind that. It misses.
These sort of rounds are the ones that always felt like they were surprisingly costly. So now that you're only up against Glocks here, if you're Wildcard, you want this to be a clean win, a decisive win. And Jaber tries to make it so. Well handled here. Even though damage is done, Wildcard never let it spill over.
All comes down to this gun round for FURIA, knowing their bonus. There's even a shotgun still in play. Fuzi farming that AWP money. Could be boosted middle, close B. Otherwise, your options are pretty limited. Full rifles for FURIA.
FURIA want to take ramp away. No deep smoke, no swing from Wildcard. And so for now, FURIA get the room they were looking for. They haven't had to use much to get this either. Right, a molly early on over towards Gap. And now they have all this room. They don't even lob util in. They are just running up the ramp side. They are all over the A site.
It's just so on the fly. There's no warning. There's no heads up to Wildcard that we're execing. They swing. They drop 2 smokes. They take the site. Very impressive round for FURIA and completely catches Wildcard off guard. No nades go down. Nothing to stop them. Whoa! Does Sonic want to get cheeky? There's no way they'll let him. Right?
Keserato still hangs around. Smoke on the bomb. He's trying to have them fall with it. But Keserato shows them he knows their tricks here. And so a flawless first gun round for FURIA. Yeah, a lot of room given up over on the ramp side, right? And Fallen, not the kind of guy to look a gift like that. Give the horse in the mouth, he just runs straight up into the A play.
I do like the surprising pace there. Usually when you see a Vertigo A execute, when ramp control's been taken, you see a couple smokes go over, you see the molly, then the flash comes in, and at that point you've dropped your Molotov, maybe you're spilling through the smokes. Wildcard just get no warning as to the pace of that hit. That's similar to the Stanislaw mid-rush, where he's just throwing his smoke on the fly and running with it. FURIA punishing first rifle round. Wildcard now full buy, no longer bonus. They need this one, or they'll be in the hole. Got such limited util on this CT side as well. Doesn't make your life any easier. Stan denied the gap control. Yuri just taking a fight on his own. Now FURIA don't have a lot to work with. Back to B.
Bit of a litmus test for how Wildcard were playing that A site last time they got all that room, right? A was kind of free, and so Yuri tries his hand at it this time. Bomb's been picked up. They move back in for the A play. Stanislaw aggressive on ramp. Back turn for Fallen. Jaber gets out with one. Actually commits to the swing.
What?
Oh! Jaber, take a bow. Look at who he bests in that. Keserato, last man to fall. He flicks off of him mid-spray. That's a young talent for the Americas, taking down Brazil's best in a beautiful transfer on a wide swing at ramp.
Yeah, how's he changing his target? He hasn't even finished his meal. Goes back for seconds.
How do you leave Keserato alive, of all people,
yeah,
and
get
live
away
to tell
with
the tale?
All right, Jaber, real deal right now. Has improved seemingly every game from the RMR, now in the major. Making quite a name for himself. Wow, talk about boost. Usually it's FURIA on this side. Right now, Jaber over the smoke. Beautiful concept for Wildcard put together. They have no idea about Fuzi as well. They are walking in. FURIA are way past Wildcard's expectation, but the spot from CT should be enough. Fuzi capitalizes on the play with 2 more kills. Bomb dropped. It's a disaster for FURIA. Caught at every stage by surprise. They're not getting through this hold.
Look at how confident Jaber's playing. Oh, I think it's very safe to say, might have had the nerves day one in front of the crowd for an entire half. But that's all it's been. And
17-9.
He's really coming to his own. 20 years old is Jaber. NA prospect. And now under the wing of Stanislaw. Getting a real taste for the big crowds is this guy.
Yeah, there's a 0.15 difference between his online and LAN rating, right? There was a reason why many doubted him coming into this major, but he's already helped that skyrocket in the few series we've seen Wildcard play. Had so much impact across the RMR. yesterday against Fnatic. They simply wouldn't have won that game without him finding that late game recovery. 3 or 4 multi-kills in a row towards the end of Mirage. He started this one rock solid. Calling was fantastic from Stan on that T side. And look at the confidence Wildcard are playing with. It gets punished. Skulls teaches them a lesson. Can Wildcard stem the bleeding, or will they just continue to choke in middle? Stan tries to stop him. There's so many more Ts. FURIA fight as a unit. Another nade, another swing.
I can't believe they're still fighting for this.
This is 10 fights in middle.
Susp have been able to get out with a 1v2 teed up ahead of him.
It's winnable. They've only got one gun.
Yeah. Only gun that's been retrieved, but Fallen immediately gifts that onto Serato.
Yeah, for the best. How do they want to play this? You still got to be pretty cautious. Good idea. Boost up. Play that headshot angle. There's no armor for FURIA, so they need a clean kill here. They don't want to be the victim of aim punch. Die to utility. Susp has a full belt right now, but position is the key, and he's read it wrong. Little do FURIA know they can walk into that B bomb site. Fallen can be the bait for Serato.
If he gets a little closer here, he's making the right move right about now. He's going to be able to slow the plant down with this molly if he wants. Instead, swings it dry. Serato can't get a bearing. It's going to be Fallen. That AK retrieved, but it's all Susp. Wildcard put their trust in Susp, and he delivers an 11th round.
That's a 2v5. That's a 1v3.
All the fights over in middle, and it looked like Skulls, after an insane series of openers, had done enough.
1v4 for Susp with the nade. 3 entries off a Tech 9. That's not enough.
This is getting very concerning now for FURIA, because Serato has had many chances in clutches, hasn't been able to win any of them so far. That one was shutting down a clutch that's going down against you, and he still drops the ball. That's meant to be FURIA's reliable, strong piece.
Yeah, he's looked sharp.
He's meant to deliver in those clutch moments.
Yeah. Looked sharp to start this game, but slowed down, and Wildcard have picked up pace. Clean CT side, only 1 blemish on the record right now for Wildcard.
Oh, he is feeling it now. The 1v4 in FURIA, he throws his hand into the early fight. Cello on the receiving end. Cello's often the guy who tries to, uplift this team, bring the energy, bring the hype. We call him a bit of an emotional spirit level for the FURIA squad. Well, there's nothing worth being excited about right now if you're Cello. 8 and 16, bottom of the board, falls down in what is their last proper buy here. And he's the first to go.
Oh, lots of info for Stan. And he's solo on this site, so he will play to concede, call for a rotation, or 3. Look at that mini-map. Wildcard completely adjust. That's what FURIA wanted. Pulling the bomb back. It's Fallen to fake out this A site alone, while this will end B. Susp still in the site with a powerful position. Fallen trying to kick up a stink. 20 seconds here for FURIA to run and execute. They need a molly quad, or Susp is the guy. There it is.
Gonna force him out for a swing. And once again, it's Skulls giving FURIA all the openers.
Oh, that molly.
Util comes in. Skulls just gets that bomb planted. Seconds the difference, but dead to the spam from Jaber. 3 on 3. A reason to go for this if you're Wildcard, and the flank, they've just abandoned it. Right as Stanislaw moves in. Clash of the captains. Fallen dead. Serato knocked out. It's low health on Yuri, and he's trapped in a box. Nowhere to go. Wildcard stick the landing.
I don't know how Stanislaw has absolutely had Fallen's number. Not just the calling, but individually. We've seen that head-to-head 4 or 5 times in this map. I don't think Fallen's won it yet. Perfect flank timing for Stan, and Fallen, no reason to reset there. His team had no pressure on them. There's no call for support. Fallen just turns around, the back door wide open, Stan walks in. He's got your wallet, he's got your phone, and he may have Vertigo.
With Wildcard looking to win this now, they have really shaken up the story of the Americas, besting all the top squads at some point in their run to find their way to the major, and now find themselves just a game away from that elimination stage. 4 more kills is all that separates them from that goal. Oh, Stanislaw stuck in. Cello dead. Left to the wayside. FURIA, a man down. Last chance. And fully blocked ramp side. You can't go up there if you're falling. Gonna have to regroup. Skulls has been the one light in this game for FURIA, the one guy to give over the openings and create chances for them. He's got a low HP Jaber to go up against in mid, and it's easily handled by Skulls.
Oh, Sonic re-pushing though. He's on an off angle. They're making a bit of noise. Sonic ready for more than one perhaps, but repositions, caught in doing so. Skulls again, the hero of FURIA. It's not been enough before. This one, there's no room for error. Susp in the sight, they fall in, he finds one and he gets out alive.
Try battle back in for this, but Susp caught swinging wide. All right, Stanislaw. This will not be an easy clutch. Might have been getting the better of Fallen, but he's got a match up against him and Serato here. Stanislaw. This wildcard squad. He's found himself all over again. Shadow spotted. Serato dead. And now it's Fallen left to beat. Stanislaw, one shot away from certain death. But Fallen holds on. One more round for FURIA, as they just put a stop to Stan's clutch.
You can see him reading it so well. He sees that shadow. He knows Fallen's jiggling the flank. That means Fallen must feel like he's being covered. There's only one position to cover there. Stan, good head on his shoulders. Not quite capable for that clutch. Fallen finally wins a head-to-head. Will that be the beginning of something for FURIA? Or is that just another spot on the record that can be forgotten?
First timeout used for Wildcard. They don't want to let this become something more.
Speaks to how they've been feeling in this game, even with a 6-6 half, trading around a lot of rounds back and forth, winning 4 spies, playing explosive CS against FURIA, no less.
Yeah, I think that's sick about the Stanislaw story in this wildcard squad was after, you know, that departure from EG, guy kind of just hit the reset button on his whole career, went back and went all the way back to kind of square one and rebuilt.
Yeah, a lot of top players don't like doing that. People who have won tournaments, who have played in major playoffs, don't want to go back to square one. But picking up some young guns, some future names right now, they're in your face.
Oh, and there's that Fuzi AWP. Last time he got caught out here over at short. The trade was immediate, but this time that AWP is still in play. FURIA have split the defense here, but they're going to be slow to group if they do want to commit with Serato up in a B. They leave Cello behind.
They just don't have the manpower to play too split up right now. FURIA need the trades more than anything, so Serato lurking this B bomb site must find something incredible. They're playing wildcard group again.
Yeah, they're playing right into wildcard's hands here. It's a triple ramp setup.
Oh dear.
Right as the bomb moves back over.
Can they escape?
So even though they kill the captain of wildcard in that duel on ramp, they're still feeling his effect.
What is Fuzi doing, bro? He's going all the way. He is going for the throat, through the smoke with an AWP. Fuzi wants to send FURIA out.
Calling their bluff like this is wild. Doing it with the AWP, no less. Fuzi, the round-winning move perhaps, caught. The fact that Cello even checks that is mind-boggling.
They still know where it's going.
Giving them a chance to get teed up. Jaber hasn't committed to the rotate yet, so for now, it's just Sonic flying solo. Dead on the first turn, Serato round the corner. And so it falls to top performer, young gun Jaber in the clutch. Spotted, tries to retrieve that gun, gives himself a fighting chance. Smooth moves for Jaber. But they can swing him together here. They can wait until contact is taken. Jaber falls. Another close clutch attempt, but one that K-Serato is able to see through to the end. Finally, a clutch comes up for K-Serato.
Finally, yeah, and this one is actually consequential because it's broken Wildcard's money and given FURIA the option for 10 rounds. Fuzi makes what feels like the perfect play, but a second too soon. Too quick. FURIA punish it. And another timeout for Wildcard, who again don't want to throw away this opportunity. It's a BO1 to put them 2-1. It is all to play for, and it's not in this round either. FURIA get a confidence booster. Surprised to see them play so many Galils over even a single MAC-10, knowing this should be an eco for Wildcard, maybe fearing a force buy, fearing something wacky after that timeout. K-Serato alone. But it's actually Cello joining him, walking through the smoke, just dry. Fallen's got flashes ready. Good Molotov. That's going to cause commotion here. Wildcard just jumped through, dropped down. K-Serato ready. Fallen's flashes assist.
You weren't expected to win this one if you're Wildcard. The attention is going to securing your fortune in that next rifle round for FURIA. It's this comeback they're attempting right at the 11th hour. If they win this next rifle round, OT should be all but guaranteed for FURIA. And so this is the one for all the marbles. It's in this moment, Sonic, who started this game off super strong, who, much like Stanislaw, is on a bit of a recovery, right? Stepping away, going to go do business in South Africa. Then making his return at the dawn of CS2.
Yeah, business is being done right now for Wildcard, but can they close shop?
Sus dead early, a very stalwart pace here from FURIA as they storm the board. They get into that B site. Wildcard could even justify saving from here on out, and that might be their best move.
No kit, really no nades, no chance. FURIA win it off of an explosive attempt into that B bomb site, and it felt like Skulls really has saved this game for FURIA more than once. And FURIA should know every kill worth its weight in gold right now. Absolutely should be risking at least one player. I know looking at your own money is a bit scary. You want everything in the next round, but Skulls has the money. K-Serato with a little bit. The only justification is you don't want to give them AKs, but I think FURIA should really risk a kill here. Instead, Wildcard allowed to save. And we go to the last round of regulation to see if Wildcard have got it in them, or if FURIA can bounce back with a 5-round streak for overtime.
I mean, there's no question. Skulls wants this win. K-Serato started to find his form in the late rounds. So you're starting to get these pieces that open up rounds for you, and the guy to close it as well have both gotten switched online for FURIA. The Skulls K-Serato duo doing a number to Wildcard right now.
Yeah, because of the save, Wildcard have so many more nades. They burn, they drop mollies, they drop HEs at the start. They make sure that no one's running in, no one's just playing momentum off the top of the round. FURIA are going to have to earn this with a slow-paced attempt on this T side. Boost comes up in middle. They're playing for a B split. They seem to have found the gap, and they're trying to exploit it.
Jaber moves in. Gets the spot over in middle. Another opener for Skulls. They lose K-Serato. That's the guy who's been closing you rounds. Skulls falls as well. As Susp holds the line. They don't get into B for free. FURIA pay a heavy price. Can Yuri hold on? Double up from Yuri. They needed someone else to be that man. They needed someone else to be the hero with Skulls and K-Serato.
Oh, no.
Tap back in for Jaber. It's all about the young gunner Jaber for Wildcard, him and Stanislaw. First linking up. Back at when Stan's trying to rebuild his career, getting together on Forsaken. And Stan saw promise in Jaber. Stan saw potential. Will that get realized? Facing off against Fallen and Cello. Jaber has to do this all alone. Molly out. Bomb ticking away.
Absolutely.
Jaber's going to call their bluff.
Absolutely.
Call their bluff. Fallen swings out. Into OT we go. Fallen holds on for FURIA and puts a stop to the young star in the clutch.
I love the try, but the smoke falls just a few seconds too soon. Can't do it on his own. Very hard position to pull a clutch from with those post plants. FURIA, credit where credit is due. 5 rounds in a row to drag us into overtime, kicking and screaming. What a game out of Skulls right now. He has joined this team as a supportive piece. Never been the star of the show, not meant to be. Wasn't allowed to be on Liquid, wasn't capable. But he has kept this game going through thick and thin. So many entry kills. 6 and 3 on the opening duels. Even got a clutch in there as well on that B-bomb site. Joint top multi-kills in the map. Skulls has been there no matter what.
And I think for someone who, especially after coming off of that Liquid team that had a kind of real rough track record, wasn't the best outing or showing, it's a whole change of culture for Skulls. Now linking back up with the big Brazilian organization helmed by the face of Brazilian Counter-Strike in Fallen. A huge opportunity, and he's spoken very outward in the fact that it feels like home. Feels like he belongs here. And so he wants to keep Fallen's run at the major alive that much longer.
Yeah, Fallen having fun with the crowd as well. Shanghai showing up. Folks, this is the opening stage. This ain't no major final. We're just getting started in Shanghai.
And I mean, over this second half, you felt a bit of a change, right? Fallen has started to outmaneuver. He's had some pieces come alive, some extra tools put in the toolbox, some extra pieces to work with. And Fallen becomes a very hard captain to put away when he's calling from the front. And it's felt like, even while they were on the back foot, he was calling from the front.
Yeah, they were calling momentum. They were playing, they were living and dying on opening kills. They were calling rushes, catching Wildcard off guard multiple times, and shutting down the clutches from some very informed Wildcard players. Fuzi's mid push denied by Skulls, who doesn't overstep, instead resets. FURIA takes space on A. Stan, it's been a constant tussle in these smokes, pushing down the ramp. Fallen's covering this, but if he's caught throwing nades, this could be the way in for Stan. Little flash thrown, patience, will it pay off?
Cello keeps his wits about him. So often Cello's been that first man to fall in these ramp fights, but not in the first round of OT. And so Stanislaw is knocked out early.
Hot water.
Fuzi tries his hand at that, but Yuri, unprepared to part ways with this man advantage, he extends it even further. And so it's more aggression from Wildcard. That has to be the solution here. They go to clear out ramp, but if you look at the map, FURIA have taken control over B. They own this site. Yuri has kept Wildcard boxed in, chasing ghosts in the A site. Oh. Sonic back turn's gonna get walked on here. Spam out, they find Yuri. But a man down, bomb already planted. The only thing that gives you cause to go for this is the wrap from Sus, and it's being held. Fallen takes one of the dome, but gets out with the kill, and Wildcard can't attempt this anymore.
Yeah, major rule set, 10K, MR3. You do have to play for saves on that CT side. If you lose 2 rounds in a row with no saves, you will be on MP9s. It's not a fun place to be. So Wildcard Important guns to be held. Sonic, oh, don't repeat. He just saw the orb. He just saw the orb. So FURIA, some impactful exits, but an even more impactful opener. 13 rounds first, 6 in a row. Can Wildcard catch their breath? They burnt timeouts on this mini comeback from FURIA. They could feel this creeping up on them. Right now, it's staring them in the face.
Cello straight through the ramp smoke. No longer a problem for FURIA.
Shouldn't expect this.
Gets the ball rolling. It's
Really
Jaber who's going to have to make a world of difference.
Whoa.
Jaber stands tall. Even flash back in for more. Jaber just won't let up, and he's finally brought down. It takes Serato to do it. Game slows down now. They're going to lend Skulls a bit of time over here in middle. So often been the guy to open up these rounds, create something from nothing. But brought down low. Same can be said for Serato.
Not again.
Sus getting aggressive, clearing out the back line. Skulls removed.
I like the reset as well. They don't push it. Play your bomb sites now. 3v2. A lot of damage done by the nades on A. In a must-win round for Wildcard. No gap, no hole in the defense. They have both bomb sites. Yuri walking up gap in a 1v3. Sonic playing his peaks, and he catches the kill. So Wildcard do convert it. An explosive opener again for FURIA. I love that they're calling these plays, but with a player on ramp that open, they don't expect Jaber at all. Gets away with murder. 24 kills on Jaber. Top of the server. And Wildcard break a 6-round streak from FURIA.
Oh, this is a very different tone to all the other rounds that have gone by.
But, oh, Yuri's getting played. Oh, Yuri loves pushing through this gap smoke. He's done it already. He's just walked up the ramp the whole way into the bomb site. He has uncovered the hole. Is he going to fall flank?
If they use him to go B, that's perfect.
He does this so much. They have no idea. They find out the hard way.
Slipping through, Yuri finds the gap, threads the needle.
Bit fast.
Suspa's going to hold on. You still got this B hold to break through now if you're FURIA. The flank gave you a chance, gave you an in, gave you the intrigue, but Skulls has got to dish out more openers for FURIA here. Flanks on flanks coming through, and Fallen's Tech9 rallies off with Skulls to close. Insane timing from Yuri, a play he feels very comfortable doing. And then Skulls as the cherry on top to win out that first half of OT for FURIA.
Yeah, great call. Probably Yuri calling that he feels like he can get away with it, right? FURIA have seen these double ramp setups time after time. They know that Wildcard aren't going to commit 3 players there. And so if they keep running the same setup, there's a huge gap on gap, and Yuri takes it. That is not an uncommon play in the FURIA arsenal. And walking a flank like that, getting so much space, and then Skulls to finish it off. That's FURIA with a winning half in overtime.
I mean, you know, these are more of the kind of traps that Fallen lays up for you to fall into, right? They've spent a lot of the game smoking off that short push, and so at some point, you know, knowing that Stan and the gang don't want to be swinging out short, don't want to play through that smoke, and instead they've been fighting from the sandbags, fighting from the top of Crane. It creates, and it's been many rounds in the making, that gap for Yuri to exploit. So Wildcard now find themselves on the back foot.
Can't believe FURIA is still in this game, right? Would have been very easy to give it up. 12-7 down. Off denied, or gap peek, yeah, with the Molotov. Oh my god, they trap Fallen in a cage. Double molly. Nice idea, but he just smokes it out. Goes for the pig, finds it. Bit of spam through the smoke on the other side. There's still a player on stairs. I don't think Wildcard are ready for this.
Skulls, they haven't cleared him! Full blind! Just a one and done. Fuzi with a quick check. Minimizes the damage. Skulls could have laid waste to the entire round. Could have teed up FURIA right there. Instead, they are given some time to group, get the defense ready, sure up this B-bomb site. It's Fallen Zorb that opened the round. Looking to take next contact. Smokes rain in, but Fallen ahead of it. Second smoke. Fallen tries to play through.
Cheeky. They can break it.
Plants wide for Fuzi.
Very dangerous.
They lose susp to the spam. So you look on now, the hopes lie with this Fuzi AWP thinning the herd. Jaber, the round set up for him to clutch. Bomb planted for them. Fuzi wants to strike as FURIA try to move in. One flashbang here to try and get the AWP off the line. It's got to be a good flash, and it will get Fuzi off the angle, allowing FURIA a little veil of cover to move in with. They close the gap now. That AWP, it's just a tag. Jaber's got to be the one to do it, and Yuri is ready for the smoke push.
Very well communicated for FURIA. Every bit of piece of util utilized well. They don't ever give that AWP an angle. They smoke it off. They reflash the push. And they all play tight, knowing they need to trade. Despite an awkward plant, FURIA find match point. Huge hold on to this game for FURIA. Can they finish it?
Opening kill this time goes the way of Wildcard.
I don't know if they'll be ready for a second mid-lug, but you may as well just hold the line. Keserato, can they pull him away from this position? That's the hope. If Jaber just swings, it might be GG. Susp gets a B entry in the meantime. Wildcard must play off the back of it. The next line is the AWP.
Double AWPs in this retake for FURIA. Keserato, they managed to get under his. Rallies off another shot, clashes with Fuzi, but this is Wildcard trying to hold on.
Playing double AWP. Out of choice. It's a problem.
Those AWPs get chewed up, and it's just Cello left standing. Never really got the ball rolling in this first half, did Cello. Started to find his successes now, though. First kill goes his way. Susp knocked down, follow-up damage. It takes Sonic swinging wide to save the day and keep Wildcard in this.
A nice try for Cello. Important trades for Wildcard, and Susp coming alive in overtime as well. Fuzi's definitely had a better game than some of the quiet ones we've seen. That Fnatic Mirage match was abhorrent. But it's Susp right now who's keeping this game going. B picks, doubles up on the push. Now it's Wildcard fighting for another OT.
Considering they were the ones with 5 chances to close out this game. From 12-7. Weren't able to stop the FURIA comeback. They're now looking for another OT.
Resource intensive.
It looks like it might find its mark. Yuri catching Sonic as he moves up through ramp. That's a big piece of the Wildcard team removed. They've got to do it without Sonic. And oftentimes, you know, when we look at situations like this, it's been Susp to fill the gaps. The duels between him and Skulls and Keserato over towards that B site have been the most compelling all game long. But this time, he's not B-ward bound. Susp takes up the reins over on ramp while the rest of Wildcard try and work middle. Keserato and Cello here. The fact that FURIA are double set up for this means they've got the read. Stanislaw on the wide swing, doesn't clear the boost. Cello gets away with the first. Jaber will trade. Now they've got to be ready for the re-aggro from FURIA. 2 players in elevator. They're holding onto the extremities right now. Susp collects a freebie. There's 1 kill from the guy. Trying to make all the difference for Wildcard. Second man in elevator is overran as Jaber picks it up. It's the 2 top performers for Wildcard left in this versus the 2 top performers for FURIA. Skulls and Keserato. The reason this game got so competitive, can they shut down Susp as he is left as the last man standing? Oh! Skulls with the turn! And FURIA, 5-round streak needed to get to overtime. Skulls, the real deal. And Case Serato left standing tall at the end of this one as FURIA move on.
Wow, being a North American Counter-Strike fan is really tough. I had to watch our two NA